Namaste, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Trill, another Meditation Monday. Now, I uploaded late and I'm not even gonna explain. Doing an evening session this time because sometimes I feel like we need to wind down in the evening the proper way, as do myself. I had a crazy week last week within, even though I performed and did well in one main area, which is my main area, which is best, which is good. The other areas that needed taken care of business wise, as far as like family, I did my part. Probably can always do more and do better. But as far as within the business side, I was off on certain aspects and areas. And I noticed with reflection, I wasn't, I try to get into a new routine of, I've been waking up early, but really getting up at the right time, like 4:30, and then, but I was missing the time. I was hitting snooze. I was not meditating properly at the right time in my routine as I usually do in the morning. So just getting back to self really. So for today's session, you see I'm crossing Sukhasana, legs crossed, sitting up tall. Shout out to the bros. Chin is at a horizon. You have your hands to your knees or to receptive position or hands to heart center. Or you can lay down in Savasana, relaxing the body. Take some deep breaths through the nose, out the nose. We got a whole body 963 hertz going in the background. I'll leave the link below. Now that your day is wound down, do some reflecting on what has transpired throughout the day and how you felt in all those events and your inner thoughts and actions. Just quickly meditate and let it marinate on those things quickly. All the things that went well in the way that you wanted, good. The things that did not, let's try to, in the words of Neville Goddard, use the pruning shears of revision and try to change it mentally in our mind to where the way we want it to go, or in the flow of what is the right way in the will of the Creator getting it right. Because a lot of times it's within, especially through our reactions to things. Because what is it? Life is 10% what you do, and 90 is reaction to what happened to you. So it's always about your reaction and how you make the next decision from the reactions and things like that. Deep breaths. In the changing of these things, don't be rigorous. Just like the deep breaths through the nose, out the nose. Let it flow and being of a nice and better emotion and feeling. Changing into the things that you want to see, hear, smell, and more so in a better knowing. Deep breaths. Like Neville says with the Pruning Shears of Revision, just changing the things. Your mind really is a garden. Shout out to Neville Goddard. Shout out to Casey Veggies. You have to prune. You can plant the seeds and you can grow great things. And I've grown things. Y'all seen my channel. Y'all see. But You got to take care of things. You have to prune things. You have to give them the right nutrients. You have to water it. You have to make sure it's in the right temperature. It's getting the sun. And every seed that you plant is different. But you got to be making sure that with the focus in your life that you have quality over quantity. But if you have the quality, you'll get the right quantity in the things that you desire, want, and need. Write that down. But if there even is a quantity of things, make sure they're quality and that they're flowing within your life and you're not being spread thin. So I always try to simplify my life as much as possible. Deep breaths. And with the slowing down and then the focus of these things, the flow and the pruning shears of revision and cleaning out, throwing things out, writing in your journal, or even writing and burning it, especially if there's negative things or thoughts that feelings that you've had. But truly pruning shears of revision, cutting out and having the meshing of the day that you've had, and the cleaning out of the mind, and then leading into how you'll be going to sleep at night and letting it drift into your day to help imprint positivity, and then planting in the nutrients of the seeds within your mind in a better frame and it's in your subconscious for the next days to come, because you got to be consistent. Deep breaths. In the screen of mind, try to make every 5 cents in your deeper and inner knowing onto the screen of mind. Also, make sure that you're in first person and third person, as if you had a POV camera or a GoPro camera, and being able to see it in that way as you are now in your eyes and in your experience within your temple and vessel. And then on the outside looking in, as if you're the science is looking at it, it's experiment through the microscopic lens or through a telescope in the sky. After the pictures come to your liking, and in the great feelings and the feeling and the emotion that you could have, in every sense and every knowing and inner being, take that, know that, and be that. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, shoulders back and down, and relax. Deep breaths. appreciate you all practicing with me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your day and your week. Remember to use those things in your meditation as far as the pruning shears of revision, cutting out the things that aren't good and need the weeds in life in your garden, because you're trying to make tomatoes and grow onions, and you don't need extra bugs and none of that. You got to get the right pesticide to get stuff out, and also planning and mapping out in the way of things that you want to go to imprint for your subconscious yourself. Trust me, this is a process that I'm using in myself, in my literal life and within, so I can get right. So dope. Hey, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Peace. Not apart. Together.